But back to the point about the sneakers. I put the thing in my argument about the sneakers because I think the Jordan line is just such a significant shoe and just brand.
The image itself.
Yeah, is you see it, you know what it is, and I think that plays a big part in legendary status. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan is a global,
and that's a key word. Yeah.
Global. I mean, football's big in America. Michael Jordan, you see that symbol anywhere, you know what that is.
Yep.
So that was the point I was making, but I was talking to other people about sneakers and style and things like that, and I think basketball clearly overwhelmingly has the most synonymous sneaker lines in history, right?
Oh, for sure.
I think part of it is because they're the only ones that play in sneakers.
I think that plays a significant part in it.
Yeah, because everyone else has cleats, I think. Yeah. Baseball's cleats, football's cleats, soccer's cleats.
But even with cleats, they still get sneaker deals.
Some of them do.
Yeah. Like Odell Beckham Jr. had some shoes that came out. Air Max 720. I was wondering, like, why doesn't Brady have his own shoe line or some shit like that?
The fuck is gonna wear that shit? That shit is gonna be swagless.
Why would it be swagless?
Why do you feel that?
Shoes. Why do you feel that way? Why can't he just hire Tinker Hatfield, have him design a Nike?
It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit his image.
I'm gonna keep it real.
He's a MAGA white man.
That's part of basically my point.
I was thinking in general, not even just Tom Brady. White pro athletes, where are their sneakers at?
Well, I put this in the doc. The white sneakers are the classic, like canvasy low top, Chuck Taylors, Stan Smiths. Did Bob Cousy have sneakers?
I don't
know.
Does
anyone know that Chuck Taylor and Stan Smith were actual athletes?
I did.
I knew, but like them niggas.
Did you have to do research to find out who they were?
No, well, the Stan Smith one, it says it on the tongue.
But these is from like the 70s and shit. Where are the modern day?
Like the 50s.
That's what I'm saying. Where are the modern day white?
Steve Nash had sneakers back in the day, right?
Did he?
I think so. When he was like MVP, he had a sneaker.
With who?
Nike. Dirk had a Nike sneaker.
Let's Dirk?
Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki had a Nike sneaker.
Don't remember that.
It's time to call a spade here.
I don't remember no other.
Well, here's the thing.
Let me just say one thing. It's the half white person, which is Klay Thompson. He has his own sneakers.
With Li Ning or whatever the fuck that is.
Well, I could go into more. I have more
your knees on
for that as well.
Go ahead.
But in terms of the sneaker deals, sneakers really became popular, like especially basketball sneakers came popular through hip hop culture, which is overwhelmingly and not even debatable and popular through black people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's harder for black people to more idolize a white athlete as opposed to, and I just think overall culture as well, white athletes cannot connect to the hip hop culture as good as black athletes.
Not true, because niggas will line the fuck up for some Nike SBs, and these are like white skateboarders who come out with their own sneakers.
And people will do that?
Line up. Like my sneakers right now, Chad Oski Shards, he's a white skateboarder.
Paul Rodriguez. I mean, he's Hispanic, but...
Yeah, like these aren't... Like, I don't never want to skate, but nigga, if the shoe is fire, we want the shit.
Most of the designers for like the brand.
Tinker Hatfield. He makes the Jordans, and we fiend for this shit. Rappers fiend for this shit.
Designer sneakers just now, like, I mean, they're mostly white.
I don't think that athletes in themselves, though.
But
like the white athletes don't really show that much swagger at all.
But like I said, you can still sell the shit. Like if it looks fire, niggas would go for it.
Who do you think is a white athlete that could really sell a shoe right now?
Right now?
Well, the only one that I know who has a shoe right now is Mike Trout, and no one would even know that he has a shoe because
he has a shoe.
I didn't know that.
He has a cleat, but like he's also the least fucking marketable player. He's the least marketable great ever, honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's boring.
He's boring as fuck. He's like into outdoors and shit and hunting and fishing and shit. And like, how is that going to connect to the hip hop culture, the streets, and shit like that? Right? How is that even?
Why is that
global?
Why does it only have to reach them?
I'm saying.
I mean, I know that's a main bulk of it,
but like, I think right now hip hop culture is huge.
I think
it's influential. It's huge. And I think you need to touch that demographic to really market. If you want to have swagger and looks and that kind of shit, you have to hit that culture. Do you not? I mean, I
don't think so because look at Ninja. He signed to Adidas. He has his own sneaker. It's not performance sneakers.
I never even knew that, and
I know
he has a sneaker deal, and he has his own shoe with Adidas.
What does it look like?
Is it selling?
Is it selling? I don't know. I won't be surprised.
I mean, like I said, there's people that have sneakers that you just wouldn't even know.
Like he's considered an athlete. Technically, he's an athlete.
Well,
you can argue it, but
subjectively argument, but like
he's an athlete. He's been on the cover of ESPN.
No, I know if you're gonna. I know. Look, I said subjectively argument.
Yeah. So he had his own shoe. So why, if he can come out with his own shoe, why can't a pro athlete who's actually on the field that you actually see wearing the shit? This nigga Ninja, he's sitting at a desk. You don't see under his you don't see what pants this nigga's wearing. He doesn't need a shoe. So what about the niggas on the field? All right, we can see what they're wearing. Oh, his shit matches the shit like this, the outfit. I kind of want them. The shits look clean, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, why isn't it like that?
First of all, I don't know if the general population knows that he has his own shoe.
Who, Ninja?
Yeah.
This nigga has millions of niggas on his. I
don't think the general population.
Maybe not.
I will speak for the people that are not nearly involved in the gamer community, because maybe you are. I don't think people may not know who he is. I've never seen those before.
Now you've seen them. They're Adidas.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. I know that. But
show the cam.
Oh, that's right. Which one?
We got angles on this bitch.
Like a lot of people don't know who he is in terms of the general population either.
They will.
And he's also the first of a booming industry. Now, who's going to be rocking that in terms of a global scale? I don't know.
We don't know.
People outside will tell. And people outside of the gamer community rock that? I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe time will tell.
Like, for example, when did you expect niggas from the hood rocking Supras and Vans and skateboard sneakers, SB Dunks? Well, they're like Dunks are like a mix of like basketball shoes and like regular.
No, yeah.
So it looks similar or the same to like Jordan 1s and shit like that. But they're skateboarding shoes. They're built and programmed to be good for skateboarding. But niggas is out here kidding because it looks fly. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not a
Do you... I still think there's a closer connection between maybe skateboard fashion and hip-hop culture compared to like someone like Tom, like a big white athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have a better connection towards that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A little bit more.
My whole thing is if it works.
Skaters come off a little rebellious kind of like culture as well, which is what hip hop has kind of been built off of as well. Mm-hmm. So again, you have that culture, you have that connection. They're not like, I don't know if mainstream white popular athletes have that connection.
I know plenty of niggas and urban people who fuck with Brady.
But do they fuck with him because of his like
his status? Like, for example, when Lonzo Ball was coming out with the ZO2s, the big baller brand.
Mm-hmm.
They knew the shoe was trash looking, but they wanted to support because, all right, I understand what this nigga stands for.
They was buying it?
Niggas was buying that shit. That shit was $500 a shoe. So many people didn't even get their shoes.
LeVar built a lot of hype for that.
Yeah,
too.
but
so plus mainstream ESPN and shit.
Yeah, I think the consensus.
That shit.
Yeah, I think the consensus was that shit was trash looking though. But,
absolutely.
But they fuck with
people bought into the hype.
Yeah, they.
I have not heard of shit since.
Huh?
I haven't heard of shit from.
He left them.
Oh well, yeah. All right, well.
But yeah, people they fucked with what it stood for, so that's why they support it. So I think people will still do that too, even if the shoe look trash. If they really are a fan of Brady, like they swear they are, like if those millions of followers that actually follow him actually really cared about his merchandise, they'll purchase it. I really feel
his
like
merch looks trash too.
He has merch.
He has merch.
He has his own line.
If it sells out,
he has Under Armour cleats.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying? If it sells out, people will buy it.
It's just not market. He has his whole branding. TB12 is a brand.
Okay. So it could probably be some TB12 shoes or some shit like that.
He probably has them. Just no one cares. And like, he's on TV all over the place. He has marketing deals all over the place. in terms of sneaker deals itself, I don't think he connects with that community as much as other people do. Same thing goes for a lot of other white athletes.
He could probably
Roger Federer makes a shitload of money off of advertisements. Does he? He probably has his own sneakers. Is it something that the streets are rocking? No, but he's got a humongous deal with Rolex. He's got 100. Tennis players don't connect with the hood, and they make a ton of money off of advertisements as well. It's not just
they do it with tennis shoes though.
I don't think people are buying Roger Federer sneakers.
Oh, no, I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.